Ripoff claims. One of the most childish ways to say about why you hate a series. It has been done constantly with the cringy Vyond community. The Vyond community using those cringy grounded videos which are just plain why. In fact, I'm going to show about why. I just do not like ripoff claims. Ripoff claims are just so stupid. Like, when a show is similar to another show, they just claim it's a freaking ripoff. It doesn't really make sense, especially when they don't have anything or barely have anything related at all. It's annoying. Absolutely annoying at this point. They always do this and it just kind of feels cringy. In fact, these invalid reasons really make sure why that these are just plain cringe and they are not real. Of course, there are some that are actually real, but those actually make sense. These don't. For example, 100 Things Before High School and Ned's is Classified, they are created by the same person and owned by the same company. And also 100 Things is actually a pretty underrated series. Abby Hatcher the Pokemon, or basically any other series about monster catching the Pokemon. Just because they both have creature catching doesn't mean it's a ripoff. Alan Gregory, it's a Family Guy. Just because they're both adult animated shows doesn't mean that they're direct ripoffs. Plus, Alan Gregory doesn't have cutaways. Bakugan the Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! They have different battling techniques. Back at the Barnyard of Ben 10? People compare that? Okay, that's just literally no. Seriously, they don't have anything in common. Balto to the Lion King. Yeah, I have to agree. That is definitely invalid. Barney and Friends to Godzilla? Just because he's a freaking dinosaur? Barney is just a friendly dinosaur. Godzilla is actually a hero. But still. Well, on many movies. But still, this doesn't make any sense to say, oh, Barney's a ripoff to Godzilla because he's a dinosaur. And Godzilla's also a dinosaur. I've been seeing people claiming that Bubble Guppies is a ripoff of SpongeBob, despite the fact that there is actually a SpongeBob cameo in a Bubble Guppies episode. Look it up. It's actually real. Battlefield, well, Black Clover to... Really? No. In fact, Black Clover doesn't even have any similarities to Naruto. In fact, Naruto actually got similarities to Dragon Ball. Yeah, that's a little fun fact. Kishimoto was inspired by Akira Toriyama, and so is Yuki Tabata, the manga creator of Black Clover. Also, Black Clover actually has elements of Bleach. And if I gotta be honest, I'll take Black Clover over Naruto because it fixes those mistakes in my opinion. Blazing the monster machines, the cars, just because they're talking, even though they had cars in it, they are not a ripoff of them. Though, I don't like how they turned merchandise driven on it. Block 13 to South Park. Block 13 is actually a kid's show, while South Park isn't. And, yeah, it's just strange. Bodge to Peppa Pig. Wow Wow Wubbzy. Oh my gosh. Remember those times when Bodge was claimed as a ripoff of Wow Wow Wubbzy? Despite having barely anything in common. It's a weird time. Bonkers to Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That doesn't make sense. Booba to Teletubbies, even though I don't like Booba, which is just creepy. They're both made by Ragdoll, so it's easily invalid. Breadwinners to Regular Show? That doesn't really make any sense. Plus, the dude bro genre has been done, like, way before, since Beavis and Butthead. And Ren and Stimpy, it's not new. It was never new. Bratz to Barbie. Even Bratz was created by a former employee of Mattel, the creators of Barbie. Besides, in the case of claiming that Barbie ripped off Bratz, Barbie dolls predate Bratz dolls. Yeah, exactly! See, seriously, there's actually a cameo of Bubble Guppies on SpongeBob on Bubble Guppies on Trick or Treat, Mr. Grumpfish. It's a crazy moment, and they are absolutely. They do not have anything in common, just because they're both underwater themed shows. And the Little Mermaids, really? That doesn't make any sense either. Buddy Thunder. Nah, don't diss Buddy Thunderstruck like that. The show's actually really fun. But it's done by stupid Buddy. But Butterbean the Bob's Burgers? Really? Also, if I gotta be honest, Bob's Burgers is more of a family show. Just like The Simpsons. It is becoming a family show ever since the Disney buyouts. But still, this is about a cook and just a show, a family-aimed sitcom about a burger restaurant with a family. It doesn't make sense. Caillou to Arthur? Bro, no, Arthur's an older kid-aimed series and Caillou's a preschool show. And, Caillou focuses more on human characters than Arthur. Charlie Brown? What the heck? These are so invalid. Little Bill, they do not have anything in common. Just because they're bald? Jeez Louise. Charlie and the Numbers? Or Charlie Brown, just because it has Charlie in it? Yeah, that's invalid too, about Chuggington and Thomas and Friends. Oh, yes, a Death Note. Is it because they both aired on Adult Swim back then? Comedy World, a Family Guy. You know, I do not care about Comedy World because it's just plain cringe. But they literally took some screenshots of Family Guy. It's inspired by it, but it's just cringy. Corn and Peg to My Little Pony just because it has ponies in it. Yeah, Duckula to DuckTales? What the heck? Oh boy. It's actually a spinoff to Mr. Rogers. I don't know why they call it a ripoff. DC to Marvel and vice versa. Both franchises have superheroes and vastly different superpowers, but so there's no copying there. Yeah, exactly. Dennis the Menace to Johnny Test. That doesn't make any sense. Digimon to Pokemon. Digimon's actually more darker than Pokemon, so it has more common in mecha anime than Pokemon. Yeah, it actually does. Both are owned by Disney Plus just because it has toys, and it's also a doctor. It's not a rip-off of Toy Story. And Toy Story only does it when the humans are gone. Dork Diaries of Diary Whippy Kid. I mean, I would love to see a Dork Diaries animated series, but also, Greg is not that good of a person compared to Nikki, because Nikki can be understandable, but Greg can get a bit too far. Oh my goodness. Evolution. That's literally from Pokemon. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's from an infamous rant. Both are owned by the same company and both shows can cross. Yeah, though the Simpsons guy did not feel in character with the Simpsons because this is a family because Simpsons is a family show and Family Guy is an adult show. It doesn't really fit with that crossover special. I don't get why they do this vice versa thing. Fanboy and Chumcher to Ren and Stimpy, both owned by the same company. Bachelor of Ruffman and Moose and Z. What the heck? What the heck? Dude, people did rip-offs of Fire Force and Black. No, I swear to goodness. Also, Fits in the North Star came before Dragon Ball, I think. Go to Dora. People say that? Oh, that's just cringe, man. Anime to Bob the Builder just because they're construction people. There's not that much similarities in two. Howard Henry to Dennis the Menace, they both have mischievous boys, but that doesn't make it a ripoff. Yeah, also, Henry's parents, they're not good. Hero 1A to Dragon Ball, nothing in common. Hunter x Hunter to Naruto. Seriously, they even say like My Hero Academia is a ripoff of Naruto, or even Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, what the heck? That doesn't make sense. Big World of Bear and the Big Blue House. Both are actually created by... Yeah, it's actually a fun fact. And a pretty clever one, too. It's Pony to My Little Pony just because it has a pony in it. They don't have much in common. No, they don't have anything in common. JJ the jet plane to planes? I'm speechless. Johnny Test to Dexter's lab. Yeah, this does not make sense there. Johnny Test to Jimmy Neutron. Johnny Test just has normal intelligence, unlike Jimmy Neutron, which is, of course, a boy genius. Kid vs. Cat to Invader Zim. Yeah, Invader Zim is usually more darker, and Kid vs. Cat is more into the real world while having a fictional location. It's just not much. Bro, people compare it to Tom and Jerry, really? Kimba to the Lion King. It actually predates the Lion King in multiple decades. This one. Oh, let me say about this. Cuckoo Harajuku is not a ripoff of Puffy. In fact, it has been in production ever since the mid-2000s, actually. After the success of the Love Angel Music Baby album, it led to the series, taking it for years, and Network 10 approved it, and then you get the series itself, but it's certainly not a ripoff. I'm getting sick and tired of those types of people. And then there's this one person that claimed that it's a ripoff of Poppets Town. Why? They don't have anything in common. Not one single thing in common. Not one. That person who says that it's a ripoff of Poppets Town does not understand that it's literally not. They don't have anything in common. And the same can go to Puffy. In fact, if I gotta be honest, this is more of the modern take on Puffy. More of the modern take on it. But it's certainly not a ripoff. The same could go to Panty and Stocking, given how that's actually an adult animated series, and Puppy's aimed for the 6 to 11 demographic. And also, seasons 2 and 3 of Kyuga Harajuku just felt less like a celebrity show, and more of its own thing. Even though with season 3, you get Gwen herself being starred as a different character, which was really special and different. And that's really unique about the series. So, yeah. Those types of people are just insane. Both toy lines are made by the same company, yeah. Little Bear to Berenstein Bears, just because they both have bears in it, does not make it a ripoff. Little Bill to Caillou, yeah. It's based on, and Bill did some bad things. Well, Caillou was completely fictional. Little Charmers to Sailor Moon? What the heck? Little Einsteins and Baby Einsteins just because they have the Einstein word in it? Just because they did that? Madagascar to Lion King, just because they have lion characters does not mean it's a ripoff. Yeah, nothing in common with Who Framed... How? How did people say that's a ripoff? Mega Babies to Rugrats. Mega Babies is more disgusting, it's more horrid, and it's more no. Rugrats is easily better, but they aside from the baby teams, they don't have anything in common. To the Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, that's also invalid too. The Ren and Stimpy, they have different premises. Also, Ren and Stimpy, while it has gross out, it does that in a clever way, and it felt more, mature-like. But we don't talk about adult party cartoon. We just do not. Mickey... Yeah, Mickey shows. They're just spin-offs and just owned by it. Let's see. My Hero Academia, The Hero Elementary. I regretted hating Hero Elementary because Superhero Kindergarten exists, but they're literally not rip-offs. They have different premises. Neon Kyland and Dora the Explorer, they were both owned by the same company, and people actually did crossovers of it, which is pretty cool. Alright. Octonauts to Wildcrats. Doesn't really make any sense. Plus, Wildcrats is humans having these powers. The Crab Brothers and Octonauts are these, undersea into the animals and saving these animals. While they have that similar thing, they're literally different. Yeah, Paw Patrol to Chowder. What? People say that? Paw Patrol to Fireman Sam. Yeah, it leads a team of dogs with goes on adventures with seeing people from trouble, while Fireman Sam focuses on firefighters who put out fires. Mostly caused by Norman Price. Paw Patrol to Wonder Pets. They don't work alongside humans in Wonder Pets, and also Wonder Pets is more charming and doesn't feel corporate. Pegalo to Pingu just because they have penguins in it. The premises are easily different. People claim that Peep in the Big Wide World is a ripoff to Angry Birds? Oh, that's just false. Peppa Pig to Ben and Holly. Easily Ben and Holly's the better one. Peppa to Charlotte's Web. Charlotte's Web's better, but oh my goodness. Peppa had that spider episode and it was banned. Peppa to Mickey, South Park, and Gumball. What the heck? Phineas and Ferb to Dexter's Lab. Jimmy Neutron and Johnny Test. They are way different. PJ Masks to SpongeBob, that doesn't have any sense. PJ Masks to Team Umizoomi, the Wonder Pets, what the heck? Yeah, Polygon, they both have their problems. So people do like Polygon more. To me, it's just mixed. Pokemon to VeggieTales, there's really nothing in common with those. What else? Power Rangers is based on... People say that's a... And then there are people that claim that Glitter Force is a ripoff of the Precure, despite being the exact same parts, and that it's literally the exact same franchise. It's just the American name of it. Well, actually, the international name of it. It doesn't make sense. Power Birds to Angry Birds is so freaking weird, man. Yeah, R-Bug to Unity, and led to that lawsuit. They're literally different. Rabbits to Minions, yeah, that's invalid. What? Red Jet Go to Hannah Montana, there's literally nothing in common with those shows. Roy the Racing Car to Cars, yeah, they don't have that much similarities. And Robocar Pulley, that's where the real similarities end. They're literally different. Sanjay and Craig to regular... People call it a ripoff of the Bob's Burgers, too, despite Jay Howell actually working on Bob back then. So that's invalid, too. Scaredy Squirrel to SpongeBob, that's easily invalid. Simpsons to Sesame... Yeah, they actually had a cameo on the Wubba Wubba song. Literally invalid. Shark Tale to Finding Nemo, Shimmer Shark. Like, there's so many invalid ripoff claims. And I just do not like these ripoff claims at all. Yeah, they claim that it took certain elements from Dragon Ball. Well, it's true. It's just an inspiration. Yeah, it's literally inspiration. Peanuts is not an inappropriate franchise. South Park is. Facts. Splash and Bubbles is just but there is literally nothing in common with those. Yeah, that Dragon Ball and that is easily invalid. That's easily invalid. Super White Little Einsteins, both are easily invalid. Super White at Teen Titans just because of superheroes? Yeah, Teen Titans it's actually a spinoff. Exactly. And actually, the 2003 series is actually a reboot. Just with the anime style, because the actual original one is the comics. Yeah, literally a lot of invalid reasons. And I have to agree to them because they are not true. Like the Powerpuff Girls to Happy Tree Friends, it doesn't make any sense. Or freaking Too Loud to Loud, just because they have the word loud on the title. Or Toby and Beaner to Mickey and Mouse. Or VeggieTales to the Annoying Orange. They don't make sense. They seriously do not make sense. So, yeah. Or mystery cartoons with... That whole Bale Ski Bum thing with Welcome to the Wayne really hurts. Especially how Welcome to the Wayne really deserved better and ended off with a cliffhanger. And people said that to Hilda too? Come on. Hilda's a great show. Or even Victor and Valentino. Yeah. So many invalid reasons. And you just have to agree that they're literally not true. These are the only ones that are valid. Chip Chill to Bluey. Coconut Cred to SpongeBob. It was even said by Robert Paulson. Permanent Catnip to Tom and Jerry. Miracle Star to Gumball. Legit like a Party Adventure Time, Simpsons Odyssey to The Simpsons, Wolfoo to Peppa Pig, and they even got sued. And of course, mockbusters. Literally any mockbuster. Most important, most notably, the Video Bring Quato films. So, yeah. And it's crazy that Video Bring Quato is still here in YouTube just with no more mockbusters, just educational content. But, yeah, that's what they have for these. Ripoff claims are childish, they're invalid. Some of these are exceptions, but a lot of these are they literally know. There's barely anything in common with these shows. Anyway, guys, this is Kawaii Life Antonio, signing off. Peace. Man, oh man, it's just crazy that these still exist, especially with the Vyond community like this, with these annoying rip-off claims.